But that's what like really screws me is like I feel like the best thing to do to impress a friend wouldn't be like what you think they would lean into. It would be more of like trying to actually lean into your own beliefs and stand behind that. Because like that's how you and me kind of cooperate. Like you know, you got your beliefs, I got my beliefs, and at the end of the day, we fuck with each other about it. We screw each other about it, but like we don't. I feel like we never actually like reach like an arguing point about it because we can just see each other's understanding.
Yeah, the people that have money or come from money or just get money, it changes their whole mindset, man. I've been learning more about that listening to all these different type of call-in shows because I expanded more outside of the second date update. And you'll get those high society folks that get called because it's mostly the catering guy. And they say the same shit every time. They're like, yeah, I just felt like slumming it for the evening.
What a horrible way of talking about another human being. Like that is insane to me. Especially
Yeah.
like that. Oh my. That is that's actually like I had to
Some
look
of the
down on the
dudes,
human
they'll
race there.
be like,
Like
hey, if you ever like want to like slum it again, though, like totally let me know. I could totally just be like your blue jean hookup.
for
Which that's what I
listeners,
would
not
do.
viewers, I was just open mouth face palming there. Like that's insane, and I actually believe it. I'm not. I shouldn't say I'm surprised. I,
I mean, I would do the same. I would do the exact same.
but that is just—it's appalling to think that there are just people out there that can just treat others like that. Like, by God, we are all human beings. Yes, we make our
But
mistakes and
if
we
you
do
were in
blah
that
blah. But
situation, would you just start accepting that you're just a piece of meat, though?
no, I would
I
never.
mean, chances are you give it to her good, there's going to be some gifts come the holiday season, you know? Those are rich people gifts.
I couldn't. I don't know that, but you also know me, man.
That
Like
could be a really expensive watch that I would never wear, but I would totally hawk it immediately, and now I got the dough.
he's starting to make sense, people. Hang on a minute. Give me a
Like,
minute
why'd you
to
give me this? We
consult
don't
my
do
lawyer.
feelings. Like, why'd you get me this, you stupid bitch? We don't do feelings.
Dude, we gotta start doing that as a segment. If I do this, I gotta consult my lawyer and point this way, and I turn to look. You gotta like turn this way and look at me so I can be like, hey, is it safe for me to be talking about, what went on there? Like the. I swear, if you're like,
Ah,
look this way, I think it'd be funny. All right, screw you, Smitty. You never think anything I want to bring up on the podcast would be funny because he never wants to attempt it. He never wants to say anything about it. I'll be like, hey, what if we to be like blah 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 on the podcast? Just trying to be like goofy as hell, thinking something goofy, and he's just like, no.
I don't. We're goofy when we're in natural states. Like what we were doing was just natural, and then you thought of that weird thing, and I don't. I mean, that's fun for you, but
We're gonna
you
do
know,
that. We're gonna do that, Smitty. That's not just fun for me.
it,
That we made an agreement there.
sure. Uh, Show me the documents. Are you gonna hit him with the intro?
So you knew I was recording, you son of a bitch.
Well,
Welcome
you
back
already gave
to
your
the
sample
Stone
away.
Bumps Podcast. Smitty, shut the hell up. I'm doing the intro. Welcome back to the Stone Bumps Podcast. I am Twisted G, and with me, as always, on the left is this ungrateful son of a hoe, Smitty Smitzilla. I should not say son of a
I am
hoe. That's
Father
actually mean.
Time, ruler of the universe, controller of time. But time is not real. So do what you want with that information. Because we are back in studio Bum Diggity for another Bum Diggity podcast with the Stumble Bums. Back, 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 back. This would be a good time for a traffic update, but we don't got that technology.
A train crashed today in Fort Laramie and killed 27 infidels. That's the news, people. Okay, that's all I got. Infidels
Yes.
dead, burning. And you know what?
So that
If
was
I did a
your
backflip right now, the Kraken would roll a Yahtzee.
so that was your week, dog.
Um, hmm. Literally just the same as always. Like I've done nothing different. Just been chilling, hanging out. Oh, I did. I found a few different things this week though, like that actually inspired me to bring up on the podcast later. But that's really about it. Like I just have been hanging out. I got my actual like YouTube account. What's it called recap. If you want to do that this time.
I I did the important slides to me, but if you want to go through all of them,
Well,
sure,
no, I'm
yeah,
talking about like
I
the
can
actual
roast
like
them.
YouTube, not the like what you call it. Oh no, wait, we did do. I did get my YouTube one too, didn't I? I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. I just waste that time talking about that. Wow, you forget what you talk about on this because I mean it's just a 1 hour conversation.
What early onset Alzheimer's look like, people?
It's
Stay away from
dementia,
alcohol.
like my grandpa.
Either way, stay away from the booze.
I hope you remember me still, Grandpa. I hope you're watching now and being like, "Who the fuck is that?"
That is an interesting thing. Do you get cured of all your ailments when you die? Do you stay old when you die?
Okay, no, that's always been my thing. Like, if you went to heaven, and it's like been the joke about like if you got like crippled, you know what I mean? Like midway through life, like you're sitting there looking so forward to walking in heaven, and you get up there and you're still in the fucking chair.
That'd be really cruel. But he does work in mysterious ways. So
Like I always was just kind of like, like obviously the age part too. Like, wouldn't you want to go to heaven at like the age you feel like you looked the best and felt the best? Like if I went to heaven and I
yeah,
feel like I was 99 all the time, I feel like I'd be really pissed off. Like, you sons of
yeah,
bitches.
like if my dad's in heaven and if I make it, either way, whatever place we end up, if he gets his younger body, I'm not going to recognize my dad at all. My dad had me at 60.
But
He
that's
died
cool though.
in his 80s.
Yeah, but you
Like
know what I
if
mean. Like,
I
is
look at my 20-year-old father, I'm like, who the hell is this little jackass? Like,
yeah, but as soon as he's like, "I'm your dad," and he says like some of the stuff that only he would know, you're gonna be like, "That's my fucking dad."
but it's going to be real weird hearing that war stories come out of the young mouth.
I mean, I guess I'd have it easier considering my face and my father's face. Like I'm gonna walk into heaven and be like, "Is that me? No, that's dad. Yeah, that's him." Like
Put that mirror up. That's a weird place. Oh shit!
the only thing that's gonna give
That's
it away
it's
is that
dead.
he's not gonna have this tattoo. He's gonna have like an angry Cheerio on his arms. They called it because he had the symbol for I think it was like Aries or whatever the hell it is, Cancer, whatever it is for his. What's the April symbol for uh astrology?
I don't know,
All right.
but I remember the first time my ex seen your dad. She like did like a little double take, and I noticed because we were eating like fast food face to face in the car. We're both leaning over the console. You know,
She was
and
like, "Is that gay?" No.
I just so happened to like see her do a double take because I was staring at her face in mid chewing a cheeseburger, and then I
Oh.
just so happened to look over, and that was Jeremy walking by. And I'm like, "That's Gabe's dad," and she's like, "Yeah, you didn't need to tell me that. I figured that out like immediately." Like, did he just wake up with Twisted G right beside him? like,
Well,
like it,
that's my biggest joke that
like
I make up, actually. I'm like, dude, I came out my dad's dick. He asexually reproduced me. He went to bed one
yeah,
night, and he woke up me in between his
that's what she
legs.
was getting at. Yeah, that's what she was getting at. Like, he just was there one day,
I
and then I
actually,
told your
sorry.
dad that, and then he said, "Yeah, we got a DNA test on him when we like came out the hospital, and it was like 98% my DNA."
Ah, thank you,
So,
Karen, for the
so not
addiction
only
and
is
that
the guy
fucking
your father, he
2%,
is
you
the
hoe.
only thing in you.
Like, literally, the only thing my mother left me was I'm allergic to poison ivy, which my dad's not, and I have an addictive personality, which my dad doesn't. Actually, no, fuck him. He's been hitting that jewel for a long time, so he's gonna quit.
I think to pursue professional fighting, there has to be some addictive nature in that,
Well, he did that just because he didn't want to hit my mom.
just from determination,
I'm
like
being real. No, like that
to
was a
reach a,
big thing with him. Like
yeah,
he did
yes,
it because he didn't want to hit my
to
mom.
reach,
Sorry.
yeah, but still, you could just do a whole bunch of bar fights. You don't have to pursue
Well, yeah.
professional fighting.
Then he goes to prison, and he's not there to help us. But if he fights people for money, he gets the anger
Yeah.
out. He gets paid for it. We get more from it. Honestly, I found it more respectable as a person, like, because it is like knowing my mother. I'll say this actually. I almost hit my own mother one night because she woke me up because she was like sitting there being just yelling something about me and my grandfather and my grandma all the time because she lived with all of us and she didn't pay rent even like I did. And it woke me up and I was on third shift, so I went upstairs and like I was going, "You need to shut the fuck up! Like you have no right to be sitting here, blah blah blah, to your dad, to me, to your blah blah." And she got me to the point, dude, where I actually like almost came at her. And when I did that, she was like, "I'll call the cops if you lay a hand on me." And he's like, "You're not my fucking mom. You have the balls to sit there and talk so much crap about me. You have the balls to sit there and try to be like, I'm a badass motherfucking bitch. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight any man." But as soon as I even started walking towards you, you were like, ah. Which, if you're watching this, Karen, fuck you. Stay out of my life. Stop trying to contact me. Let's move on. You got a topic?
Yeah, one second. I gotta send this message I forgot to send earlier.
Oh my god. This guy can't even stay focused on the podcast. Where's my beer? There it is.
I responded. I was listening. I responded at the correct times.
I was screwing
I
with
didn't
you.
like.
You're getting all hippity hoppity whippity wobbly.
That's funny. I said hopping in this message. Get out of my head.
I'm in that motherfucker. Ah! Okay, I gotta calm down. I'm having way too much fun. This is Twisted G in the prime. Smitty, talk. You're looking at me, and it's not enough. I want the words. I want the
Um,
knowledge.
pulling them up. Pulling up knowledge.
I'm pulling up knowledge.
Knowledge is loading. I found a fun fact that there's a certain mushroom that is totally poisonous to us, but reindeers eat it to pretty much get stoned and to trip. But if you drink the piss from an intoxicated reindeer of these mushrooms, you can experience the effects.
My uncle told me the same thing one time, and he only molested me, so I'm good.
My brain instantly went to, I'm like, who's the first guy to figure that out?
That's like the first guy to be like, "Hey, yo, man, tug on this cow's titty, and you're gonna be able to drink it."
That's
Like,
where the thought came from. But this is reindeer piss, not only reindeer piss, intoxicated reindeer piss. He seen that reindeer having a good time. And he's like, I'm gonna drink whatever comes out of that son of a bitch.
you're not wrong, actually. You're definitely not wrong. There is a big questionnaire in that point. Oh boy.
I didn't figure out if you can drink the piss from the drunk reindeer, essentially, because that's how they described them when they knew they were experiencing the mushroom. They could not only experience the mushroom and not die. Because, if you just eat the mushroom, you're gonna die.
Well, that's like the whole
But you
licking
run
the
it through the
toad
reindeer
thing.
filter, you run it
Sorry.
through the reindeer filter, you all good.
Well, that's like the whole like licking the toad thing. You know what I mean? Like when people were like, if you lick a toad, it'll make you trip balls, man. It's like, who
That
the
is a
fuck licked
common
a
myth.
toad? No, but I don't know. Like, who the fuck licked a toad and then looked at their friend and was like, you know what? I know exactly. Actually, I know why this came around. This guy was weird and he licked the toad and his friend looked at him and was like, why the fuck did you do that, dude? And he was like, um, uh, um, uh, so I could trip balls, dude, if you lick a toad. And his buddy was like, really? And he had that placebo effect trying to be like, yeah, I'm drunk, dude. I'm drunk with you. Holy crap, this is crazy. And then they told their buddies about it. And then out of nowhere, it became like a crazy myth. I'm willing to bet that's what it was. Some crazy, kinky motherfucker just licked a toad and had to explain it to a friend and why he did it, but was too embarrassed.
Unless I know about the toad, the licking thing is very much a pop culture little thing to do, have just to do like a quick explanation on it. But how you really get high off the toad, you take the mucus from the toad, which is technically venom, but they can't like really project it. So, and then you take that, you dry it out, it turns into a powder, and then that's what gets you stoned.
So you're telling me my uncle had me lick that toad for no reason? I mean, what?
Probably, yeah.
I'm kidding.
Because it's only
I just,
one type
I had to
of
lean into
toad
the bit.
in the entire world that does this.
I had to lean
So
into the
fuck.
bit, Smitty. I'm kidding. I looked it on my own.
This is
Nobody
also
told me.
my drug knowledge. That's like over a decade old. So don't quote me on it.
Yeah, I mean, I lost a foot to gum disease, man. I'm terrified of anything else.
All right. Your topic. That was my topic.
So, okay, I have one that's a little sad to bring up, and it actually kind of sucks, but it's a pretty big one that happened this week, and I'm sure you've heard about it. Rob Rayner's death, him and his wife being stabbed by their own son in their Hollywood mansion.
I heard about it, but I also don't care.
It just sucks
Like
because like I really enjoyed him. Actually, he made a lot of really good movies, and he played a lot of my favorite roles. Like he played in New Girl, one of my favorite sitcoms. It's not a sitcom. Um, he played the dad of what's her name, Jessica Day, which was Zoe Deschanel's character, and he was amazing. I loved him in that role, and he played so many other roles too. And just to hear like that happen to him it truly is just sorrowful. And from us, the Stumble Bums, we wish the best to the family. It sucks.
yeah,
That's
obviously.
insane.
But news wise, I passed it like a car accident on the side of the road. Like, oh, that's really tragic.
I just honestly, it was
It's
shocking.
awesome.
I feel like it felt like it was just so shocking. Like that's just one of those things. Like you just don't hear about I guess what it is. You don't hear about Hollywood parents being killed by their children in their own bed like that. Like that's just. And honestly, when I thought about it, I was like, that's a horrifying way to wake up, isn't it? Be like, hey son, how you? Oh, ah. Like, fuck that, man. Like I might not have kids. Fuck it. I'll make them mad. I know
You just woke
myself.
up by the first couple of stabs. I don't think you're gonna be able to get a high son. He's already gonna have you about three times. by
I
then.
think it'd be the first one that wakes you up. You know what I mean? Like you'd be like, "Shit, oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit, shit, ah!" Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but you
sorry.
can do this pretty freaking quick. This is my not dominant hand, so like, I
No,
ka ka
no,
ka ka
what
ka.
though? Like that is just terrifying. You know you're gonna wake up to that though. Like you're gonna wake up to dying
The first one's
essentially.
definitely gonna wake you up, but he's gonna get you about 3 times before you actually are like fully conscious.
My God, that's where I really feel sorry for them. But I will say though, that was like my quick one. But the other topic I wanted to ask was if you could live in a movie or a TV series, which one would you pick to live in or like be a part of its world? Is this one of your topics?
No, it was the first thing that entered my mind as soon as you said live in a movie, Fight Club.
Hey, the first rule about Fight Clubs is we don't fucking talk about it.
I know, so how can I live in it?
You failed the
Am I
first
already
test.
living in it?
No, you
I
failed the first
am
test.
the
You failed
Durgan.
it.
I'm Tyler Durgan.
You have
You're fucking
admitted
right.
on you failed the first test. I'm sorry, you're out.
But I'm Durgan.
You're out. You
I'm
talked about
Durden,
it.
though. I'm Tyler Durden.
I don't know the characters' names. I just know the lore. And you talked about it.
I am Jack's terrible cough. I am Jack's weakening heartbeat.
I am
I am
Joffrey
Jack's insatiable
dying in
rage.
Game of Thrones. I actually just watched that today. I've gotten really
No,
into Game
no.
of
And
Thrones.
you might as well go so I can actually think of a real answer and not a meme answer.
Okay, so actually this one hit me pretty hard here. So I want to make two different answers. Movie series and then a TV series. If that's cool.
Man,
Okay,
yeah,
because the one I picked, the
do
movie
it,
I'm picking is
but
a series. If it's a movie, I'm picking the Star Wars
my joke
universe.
brain is like going haywire. I'm like, this is funny, this is funny, this is funny, but none of them are true.
Well, your jokes aren't that funny, so calm down. I mean, what?
The ones I would say are pretty damn funny.
I'm screwing with you. Calm down. But okay, so Star Wars would be one of the big movie kind of things I think I'd love to be a part of. I just absolutely love the idea of trying to be a Jedi. But the TV one is a really hard one. I almost said that like I was Donald Trump. It's a really hard one, or whatever. I failed at trying to imitate the voice. But I want to say that 70s show or Scooby Doo, Where Are You?
Mhm.
I feel like
Not
both
bad.
would just be a great time, wouldn't it? Like I know I'm
Yeah.
not gonna die in Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
I could just like have a
I
great
mean,
time doing
you
that.
should. I mean, depending on who's writing it, you're just in the world. You don't know the writer of it
Scooby Doo,
now.
Where Are You? That's what I'm talking about. Like that actual series, though. And that entire series, which is the earliest series, nobody ever died in that series.
Yeah, but now if it goes long enough on a long enough timeline,
Well, if I wanted to be real, then I could have said Supernatural because Supernatural did a crossover episode with Scooby Doo in which people died.
see, on a long enough timeline. um, I was gonna say Monsters Inc. because I would love to see what monster I would be.
That's a good one.
See,
You'd be
kind of
the
funny
fucking
too, but it's
lizard
not
dude.
true.
You would be the little camouflage lizard dude. I can't remember his name. It'd be you. That'd be you.
But truly, probably movie wise, The Page Master.
What the fuck movie is that?
You never seen The Page Master?
What does he read a book the whole time?
He goes into several books, and then he has little book companions.
I guess
I
have
feel
no
like it'd be
more.
a fun way to experience stories. Like my power is I make the book come alive. We step into the
Oh,
book's
okay,
reality.
no. That's actually cool. That is actually really cool. But if he dies in the book,
Yeah,
does he die in real life?
and well, it was like a Disney child movie. The main character was like 8,
Well, I'm
or
only asking, 'cause,
perceived
like,
to
if
be
I went
8.
into if I went into the Game of Thrones world or something like that, like, I want to know I'm not like I don't know like if I spawn as Rob Stark, spoiler alert, then I'm not gonna get fucking
I want to
shot
say
with
one of the
crossbow bolts.
books died, or maybe one of the people that he was fighting died, or perceived died. I don't know.
It's
It was in
probably
the
his
dark
enemy.
era of Disney and Pixar, so it's still a banger. I own it. I'm surprised you didn't
Still
watch
a
it when you had all my
banger.
DVDs. It is. It is. It's a good movie, dude.
It's
But
actually
yeah, probably
hilarious.
Page Master for real. But joke wise, Monsters Inc.
What about a TV series?
Yeah, I didn't make it that far.
I feel like I can guess one for you because it's also like my other runner-up, Always Sunny.
it's too close to reality.
Yeah, but to be like in those situations almost fucking daily just seems amazing to have.
I mean, I could get into that much trouble if I really wanted to every single day, but
Yeah, but you couldn't
that's why I
escape
choose
it
not
in
to
that
talk.
TV mode. Sorry.
I mean, I I'm naturally influenceable. If I all I need is a smile or a chuckle, and then I'm freaking, and then this joke, and this punt, and then this. I'm very much encourageable, so that's why I try to keep to myself because I will get myself in trouble. I was thinking about Parks and Rec. I'm like, but that's too close to reality if I ever decide to clean up. So
I mean, I
probably
picked that 70s
Futurama.
show. That's a pretty good one. I mean, I picked that 70s show, and I feel like that's pretty close to like real life, but at the same time, like it's not close to my real life at all because it's based in the 70s. Like, but I definitely feel like I should have been born back then. It would have been the best. Man, I'm mad I was not born back then.
I've never once felt that way.
Dude, I really am. Like, I'm somebody that I hate
Like
talking on the phone. Like, it's so weird that I'm comfortable doing
that's
this, but I
all that
hate.
shit was back then. People talked on the phone back then.
But you know what I mean? Like, I hate being on the phone, or I hate even just having my phone to be connected to having to talk to people all the time, or like having the expectancy or whatever of answering people. Like
You
with
mean
this,
having a
even
cell phone?
yeah, basically, like honest to God, yeah. Like when I'm at my house and a call comes to me, I'll walk down and answer it, and I'll talk to you for a couple of minutes. And if it's about us hanging out, I'm down to do it. But dude, if it reaches 5 fucking minutes, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm getting tired of standing. Reach the fucking point. Like,
Yeah, it
I
was an
mean,
easy excuse back then.
exactly. I can come over. We can, I mean, do this, blah blah. And that probably works so many times with chicks too. Like, hey man, I'm getting really tired of standing. Like, if I can come over and we can talk in person, and boom, right there, slam the door open. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, technology wise, I probably would like it a bit more, but music wise and a few other
money wise, you
things,
would have liked it more.
yeah, that's what I was getting at with technology. Like technology is the main reason why everything got so goddamn expensive. Like cars were cheaper because they didn't have a goddamn supercomputer in them. Every car's got a supercomputer in it now. Like
Well,
that
another thing
jacks up the
too is that
price.
you didn't have to have a fucking credit card to buy shit back then. You just had to have cash in your pocket or a check.
I mean, some places still work like that. Like I bought my car I got now all cash. No questions asked.
He's dealing
I bought the
drugs.
car.
Cops, investigate him.
It was at a dealership. It was all legal.
From his dealership.
No, it was my neighbor's though,
Cops,
so I didn't
investigate him.
know.
I'm telling you.
They're a good
He's a
dude.
dirty son of a bitch.
You should
He's
get your
done
car there.
nefarious acts.
You should at least check out his lot. Have you checked out his lot? I told you where it was at.
You have to send it to me a messenger again, because you gotta remember, like, when I listen, it's in one ear, out the other, like about 50% of the time. It's nothing against anybody. It's just somehow my brain is built that way. I will remember useless information before I remember useful information, and it's the dumbest thing. I do not understand it. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I can show you how to walk through this entire level of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. But then you're like, hey, Gabe, how do you change the light bulb on a 2004 Pontiac Grand Am? And I'm like, oh, I did that once. Fuck. Oh.
I would say whenever you're inside Marco's, but I know I'm a very rare individual who still goes in pizza places to order them because I just can't stand delivery anymore. I'd rather just wait.
I understand that actually, because I feel like when you get delivered, you're risking them having multiple deliveries.
You're risking them being a DoorDash driver.
Well, it's that exactly. And when it's a DoorDash driver, they will likely have multiple deliveries. Speedy, I
Yeah,
want to try
so,
something though. Sorry, go ahead.
but I was gonna give you just a frame of reference where the dealership was. It's right across the street from Marco's, but Lee's Chicken is just a couple of doors down. So if you ever find yourself at Lee's Chicken, when you're stepping out, just
I
look down to the
fucking
right. You'll
love
see the
Lee's
dealership.
chicken.
Yeah. So when you're walking out of Lee's Chicken, just look over toward the right. Especially when you're leaving the drive-through, it's the same perspective. Just look over to the right. You'll see the dealership right there in front of Marco's. Swing right there.
I love Lee's
Yeah.
chicken, and other chicken places need to understand this. You need to start serving chicken livers again, man. Oh man, like I love a good chicken liver. I do. It's insane sounding, but dude, I love it. I'll get a large thing from Lee's Chicken. It'll be like a large mashed potatoes and gravy, right? And I'll get a large liver, and I'll take like 6 of those livers out of there, kind of like cut them up decently, and then I'll mix them with that mashed potatoes and gravy, and like stir it up or whatever, and it is just one of the best. It's almost like a soup. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's so
The only
good.
thing I miss about that town is Lee's in the hills. It's the only thing I don't get down here. There is no Lee's Chicken and there is no damn hills
There's
to
no
ride down.
hills down in Columbus.
It's flat as shit here, bro.
I
It's
mean,
flatter
in
than a
the
high school
surrounding
girl's chest.
area, like it's southern Ohio.
It's central Ohio.
Really? I guess. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Yeah, you're not wrong. Wow, I always. I guess though
I'm,
it's
I'm
insane the distance.
where I think you're getting that because I'm on the south side of Columbus.
Well,
So
no, I
you
think
think,
I'm getting that because I've never known somebody to live that far downwards and still talk to me. I said downwards, not south. What the fuck is that?
yeah, technically, no,
Actually, I know my
I
sister.
technically,
My sister is in Florida. What the hell am I saying? I know people in
I
south,
technically,
but
you're still more north than me.
well, yeah,
Just slightly,
definitely, 100%. That's why I thought like
just slightly.
my brain connected you with being near Chillicothe for some reason,
Yeah,
like that
but
kind of
it's
southern.
central. No,
How far
I'm
are you
closer to
from
Hocking Hills.
Chillicothe?
I'm closer to Hocking Hills.
Aren't I close to Hocking Hills? No,
I
I'm
don't
not.
think
I'm
so.
stupid.
I don't know where it's at.
No, no, I'm not. We took a vacation to Hocking Hills with the Devil's River, or Devil's Anus, or whatever. But
I wasn't on that trip. I ain't never been. I just always heard of Hocking Hills. And when I was working at my last job, there was a dude who lived in Hocking Hills and commuted to this town.
well, I went to Hocking Hills
So
one
I
time on
imagine it's
vacation.
close.
I went there one time on vacation, and it was a good drive. Like, because I remember I went down with my uncle Jason, and me and him were just like flying down there, and he had the top down on the Camaro actually, and so like we were just cruising, hitting the freaking dab pin like crazy as hell, and by the time that we got to this like little restaurant that we stopped at like right outside of Hogging Hills, my mom and dad looked at us when we walked in the restaurant because we were half sunburnt, and then our eyes were even redder than our skin. And they were like, "Oh, you fellas had a good drive, didn't you?" We were just like, "Yeah."
Water.
And then I looked at him. I was like, "Can I get the full club sub with a side of large fried pickles and a lot of ranch? A lot of ranch." And they did it.
Yeah, but I still ain't never been to Hocking Hills. There's a lot of Ohio S things I ain't never done. Like I ain't never been to Land of Illusions.
I've been there actually. I spent $50 with my fucking Mexican friend to go there. Not this
My
Mexican friend that I'm looking at here, but
my ex swore by it. She's like, we totally went. I took you there. I'm like, you went there with somebody the fuck else. Like I ain't never fucking went. And the time period she told me it was one of the time periods where we had like a little break where you didn't
ooh.
know us yet. I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a date you went on with
Oh, it's
somebody
that
else.
one? Oh,
Like,
okay. I thought it was
and
like
she
a high
was
school thing.
no, it was my current ex.
Current ex sounds
Current
so
doesn't
weird.
seem right because it's
I was
been
about to
two
say,
years.
yeah,
The recent
current. No, even just saying my current ex just sounds like you're not expecting her to be an ex. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just current right now that she's an ex. Like,
I feel like it more hits future ex-wife. Like, yeah, this is my current one until I get my next
yeah.
ex, you know?
But to be real though, like, I remember you even kind of like said something about after that. Like, it was like, oh, I don't want to say this just in case they ever listen to this, but I know that you're kind of like a to hell with it person. But I remember you kind of said that you really just did it all more out of like comfort comfortability or whatever.
Yeah, you done said this once on the podcast, so I don't know why you're testing
I
it
don't
now.
want to,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to make you sound like a bad guy at all. Because I feel like at the end of the day, like, that's one of the best reasons to get married and know somebody, I guess, is like, you're comfortable with them. You're comfortable with their family. But, like, other
yeah.
people I feel like might just be like, that's a horrible reason to settle down just because you're comfortable. You should be, like, bowing down to them. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of
No,
stupid
don't get me
mindset.
wrong. I loved her. Like,
Oh, no, I knew you did. I knew you did. I was there and I
and I
saw.
might have never been perfect, but one thing I can always say is I never gave up.
That is
Like, she
true.
broke up with me.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wasn't perfect by any goddamn means. I'm not saying I was, unero dos, husband number one. Did I act like it? Hell yeah, I
No.
did. Because
Well,
I'm a
okay,
dude.
yeah. But I mean, even with that, like you did, like you did a lot that was more fatherly to those kids than my own stepmother did with me growing up. To be real, and especially I knew it was easier too because you don't have any actual blood children to like compete with those children. But the fact that there was three of them, and every time there was an expense that came up with school, you were so willing to throw down that money. Like I respected you. Just about every fucking time, I was just like,
anything they wanted, anything they wanted, and I deemed fit that they actually needed now. But if it was something that I felt like they didn't need now and could work towards, I set those goals.
and that's
Like,
great. That's a great fatherly aspect to put on them, though.
once again, I wasn't perfect. I played favorites. One, because, like I said, I was a stepdad with no children, three of them. I felt like I was entitled to play favorites.
I mean, you
So,
are.
yeah, one of
Just
them,
don't show it, obviously, all the time. Like,
I showed it. I showed my
what
favoritism
are you
through the
doing?
actions that I made them do. The other two definitely had to work harder to get the shit that they wanted as the one that I deemed my favorite. didn't have to work as hard to get the shit she wanted. But to be fair, the shit she wanted was a lot cheaper than the other shit that the other kids wanted.
Yeah.
So it kind of equaled out.
And I'll be real,
Like she
like,
would want paint.
and I'll be real, the one that you called
Like
your favorite is
it's
actually
cheap.
one of my favorites because, like, it was just it's so much more. She was so much more agreeable most of the time about things, and her problems felt more almost agreeable at a teenage age for me. Like I feel like every time that she would say something about a problem at that age, I kind of be like, oh yeah, I remember that feeling, or ooh yeah, I remember having a friend like that. If that makes any sense. Like it felt more agreeable with her. And I did like the boy though. At the same time, he was. I gave him my
All the
bow.
same.
He still has my bow actually.
But
That
the
motherfucker
reason
has my
why I
bow
favored
actually.
wait, the reason why I favored the one the right I did is because she looked like her mom, but she had my skin complexion. So if you were just looking at us cold, didn't know us, that's the one that was definitely probably mine. So I favored the one that kind of looked like me. That was the only reason. I'm like, she's the one that makes our relationship legitimate. Like, she wasn't mine, but if you didn't know, you'd be like, okay, she clearly had a dude, then had this kid's dude, and then probably went back to the other dude, but now she's back with this dude again.
For me, it was just kind of like I don't know. I felt more like every time that I would like interact with her, it was like so much more of like a sibling thing. I feel like I said that to you before. Like I feel like almost like when I would come over, I feel like I was like really a part of the family. Is because of that. Like how I interact with her was like more like a brother sister thing, and then how I interact with you guys was kind of like well, with how the woman would act, she tried to be like the mom, obviously. And then you were kind of like my fucking drunk uncle, being like, "Hey man, hit this dab," like
Yeah, that's
if that makes
that's
sense. Like,
accurate. I mean,
and that's where I felt like that
she very
family
much was a
aspect.
mom because she was a mom. So, and then yeah, I was pretty much a junk uncle, cool stepdad. Because that's what I was. I was
Yeah,
cool stepdad,
and that's where like especially
and they
when like,
did.
sorry,
Each one of them did call me stepdads at various points, so I did earn stepdad approval.
you should
So
have.
like,
You deserved it. Like I said, anytime that it came down to a souvenir blah blah type of aspect thing, you paid for it.
I paid for a lot of shit,
I know.
but it wasn't that for me. Like I'm a natural gift
Well,
giver and spoiler.
and yeah,
That
that's the
it,
essence of it. Like you want
it
to spoil them.
just the transaction alone is where I'm getting my payout. Like it makes the pain less painful when I go to pay for it. I'm like, because I know they're gonna smile, they're gonna enjoy this for about a good 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be underneath the bed or in the closet somewhere.
I know that feeling only because of the one niece that I actually got to spoil for her birthday one time, and that was oh my god, how dare I forget her name? Oh no, I feel so bad.
But some things I wouldn't spoil on, like when I showed the oldest one Amazon and all its cool functions, like you can order Pacific merch to your favorite TV shows or movies or what have you. And she didn't know you could do that.
Sorry, I remember the name finally. Aliana. I
And you want to say we're kind of like,
I'm sorry. I just want to do mine real quick. The
oh,
one person I ever actually got to like buy something and like actually take out to spoil that really like meant something to me was my niece, Allie or Aliana as she was named, and that was like literally I took her out and I bought her. I told her she can get like $50 worth of toys, and she tried to like pick up one toy that was like $50, and I was like, hey, if you look at these Barbie dolls, you can get like 10 of these Barbie dolls there for what that one toy is worth. And she did that. And then we got, or whatever, to the register. And she saw another toy that she wanted. And she had like audio sight, like kind of weirdness with her brain or whatever. And she started like having like a fit with it, and then she like pointed out like wanting this toy and whatever. And then like when I told her I couldn't like give it to her because she already did blah blah, like she's having a worse fit. So I whenever I grabbed that toy and I was like, fuck it, I don't care if I go broke if it helps her. And yeah, like it seems like it's just a fit to give the toy maybe, but like she was already kind of like acting weird. Like she had this weird kind of attitude thing that would happen with her. And to be honest, like I never got to spoil a child that way though. I never got to spoil any one of my nieces or nephews that way. And it really just felt that great to give her that much.
But my thing, I was saying, like, I wouldn't spoil them all the time. Like, when I taught the oldest one how to use Amazon and she found some shit on there that she actually wanted, she had a slight behavioral thing that entering high school I knew was going to be a big detriment. And I don't want to say it just in case they do listen.
Don't.
And she convinced me that if she could get over this in a certain time frame, I would buy it. And I'm like, yeah, I would totally do that. And I put it at $1 a day, which gave us our time frame. And she freaking was like 10 toes down on it immediately. At the same time, the youngest one had the same behavioral issue. It was kind of like their bonding thing. And he was like not about it. So he was kind of like the devil on her shoulder pretty much that entire time. But like she like, you know, kept down on it and got that Amazon stuff. And then about a good 2 months later, the boy finally approached me and gave me shit for not giving him the deal. I'm like, well, to be fair, you didn't approach me with the deal. So
Yeah.
how did I know you wanted to compete if you're
Well,
not
I would have even.
expressing?
Sorry.
How did I know you want to compete if you're not expressing attitude that you want to compete? You know, like how do
And
I know
it,
you want to do this? I'm not the type of dad that's going to make my kid do soccer. He's going to be like, hey, soccer looks cool. Okay, now we're going to do soccer. Yeah, like,
well, I would
like
even like draw the line of being like, listen here, you little bastard. I heard you drawing all kinds of little demons in her ears, trying to get her to veer off the path, and yet she stuck to it. Like, why would I offer you the path?
sibling rivalry, and I'm not a part of that. Siblings are allowed to be the little demons to each other,
I don't know. If I
especially
have
oldest to
children
youngest,
ever, I want my children.
which that dynamic was. It was the oldest and the youngest. So I'm like, yeah, youngest is allowed to torture the oldest. That's what they're there for. Like,
I believe that the children should look out for each other almost as like the most tight knit unit because that's how me and my sister Brittany are. I mean,
yeah,
my sister
but you're
Brittany.
still allowed to give each other shit and fear change.
Well, we
That's all
give
it
each other
was. It was
shit, but like at the
change,
same
and the boy
time,
was scared about change.
yeah, but at the same
Olivia
time, like
never.
I have a shitty brother and a shitty sister who, quite literally, one of them lost two of her children and had a third one because she couldn't get the other two back, and then I have a brother who I can't trust at all a single word that comes out of his mouth.
Every
Like,
family's different. I'm not too sure what sprung all that. It could have just been destiny from the start, but that wasn't the dynamic here. It was this regular sister brother ribbing. Like,
I guess I didn't have enough of that because I don't know. My family fell apart pretty harshly, pretty badly.
I mean, from what you told me, it wasn't the most sound foundation anyway. And then from what you told me from this recent Thanksgiving, you nothing can stay in just roast joke universe. It will be very much escalated tension arises to a snapping point to brawl.
Yeah.
where
That's what sucks. It really does.
my family and then what I was doing with that family that I was a part of was never that. It was very much kept in roast humor.
So my family always used everything as almost just basically an arrow in their quiver. You know what I mean? Like whatever little
I mean,
dirty,
you
dark
do
thing
the
they could
same thing,
find.
but it's just for laughs,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
that's what I'm saying is like the shots that they would shoot would only graze, but the shots that my family shoot actually wound. You know what I mean?
It sounds like they were going for nerves.
That's what it is. Like that's where my
They,
family
they,
is so
they,
bad.
they were trying to get on your fucking nerve
I
as
mean, my
our
young
shit was just
sister, and
burning.
I'll say this for real on the podcast, and I hope she hears this because I hope she understands why I do not want anything to do with her. She tried to go around telling people that I was abusing my grandfather with dementia that I brought up this podcast. That I was literally physically beating my grandfather with dementia because I just didn't want anything to do with her. And I was telling people that she was a piece of shit and she's a horrible person and a blah, blah, blah. And she couldn't have that. And so she had to raise up rumors about me. Like, and that's what it is. I will never forgive her for that. I will never forgive her for what she's done to her children. I mean, that's where it is. Like, I would love to have a family where I could have joking, like ribbing with each other. But with my family, it's just daggers in the back.
I would say I am probably the glue holding all that jokey, humorous shit together because my brother is very much cut and dry, black and white. This is good. This is bad. There is no gray. As me, I am very much, there's a huge gray area with every goddamn thing.
Oh yeah.
So, so I would say without me being there and not taking things in a goofy light, I'm there just to dissolve tension. Like, my dad was a terrible guy. My mom, I don't want to say anything more than that. But my brother, being much trying to be Captain America, if you will, was very much not about this. I'm like, dude, we weren't filming. Like, our life was kind of funny. He's like, no, it was tragic. And I'm like, like I don't see it tragic. I think it was pretty goddamn funny. It wasn't like TV funny, but for like memoir funny, hilarious. Like, but like I'm very much the glue. I want to say not to give myself brags, but like there was also people in my family that like did kind of the same thing what I'm doing, just not in the way I'm doing it to dissolve tension because that's all we're meant to do.
I mean, it makes sense. I was gonna say though, you want to take a piss break real quick?
Sure.
Alrighty, we'll
Now
be
you want to come back with a
right.
topic or me? Because I got one primed.
You go ahead and do yours. I got another one after that, and we'll be right
All right.
back right now. My first time having sex was a lot like my first football game. I was bloody and sore at the end, but at least my dad came.
Okay.
Smitty can't say the
Hilarious.
same.
Jokes.
Smitty can't say the same. His dad never came for him.
Yeah, my dad was dead by the time I got to high school.
Okay, wow. Make it depressing. Wow.
No, he died when I
That's
was
more
in my
depressing
20s.
than my dad fucking me in the ass. Like at
No,
least
he
your
died
dad
when I
could
was.
fuck you in the ass, Gabe.
Yeah, at least he could. My dad had no stamina for that.
Like all he had was little bones.
Yeah, my dad couldn't rape me if he tried.
And he did.
My dad couldn't rape me if I let him.
You couldn't rate me even if I let you. Oh, that'd be one of the greatest offensive assaults from verbal words ever. Oh my god. You couldn't rape me if I let you. It's like
Thank
almost a
you.
fucking
Thank you.
double entendre. Like, hang on, hang on. If you want me to rape you, is it rape? Hang on. Wait a minute.
Like, if I put up no
That's
fight and
fucking
just said
great.
no the entire time, you still can't do it.
I'm like, oh yeah, no, stop. Oh yeah, stop. Like, I gotta stop. Oh my god, this is killing me.
All right. Since we're talking hypotheticals, I got a
Oh my.
hypothetical situation for you. Are you with me? You know what a hypothetical is.
Yeah, it's my lawyer. My lawyer told me to tell the cops.
All right. Hypothetical situation, because I know this would never happen. You meet a girl.
Yeah, hypothetical right there.
All right. There's more. Hold on.
Oh
You start a
shit, there's
romantic.
more. This is
Yeah,
fucking
I
mythical.
know.
You mean
This
mythical
is why
now?
this is why I preface it with hypothetical. All right.
You
You meet a
mean
girl,
mythical.
right?
You mean mythical after meeting, but okay.
You meet a girl and you start a romantic
Mythical.
relationship.
Mythical.
Yeah.
Mythical.
Crazy. After 2 months of dating, right?
Mythical.
Yeah, you hold it down. I've added a lot here. Just to let you know, it is a hypothetical, mythical situation that we got.
Damn right, mythical. He's getting mythical. He's getting it, people.
Here's the trigger, though. Here's the punch. You both find out she is 3 months pregnant. What's your next move?
How long have I been with her? I already forget. You said
What?
like 2 months? She's 3 months?
Yep. You've been with her 2 months, and you both find out at the same time she is 3 months pregnant. So this means it is clearly the ex's kid.
That came back and hit me.
I guess that's destiny, huh?
I might have to fucking raise the bastard. Shit.
So what I'm saying is it deal breaker?
It would be a deal breaker
What
for me. Only because I'm not ready to be a father. And if I'm not, I mean, like, 'cause I'll be real.
technically
I'll
you're
wear a
not.
condom. No, I would wear a condom. Okay, yeah, but I would have to be expected to be a stepfather, or at least some kind of parental role to this child eventually. You can't be a stepdad and not actually have some kind of, you know what I mean, role. You know that. You know that.
You know that. Um, I learned a lot from one of my buddies that you don't know. Actually, you do know him. He was dressed as like the
Adolf
spaceman
Hitler?
at that Halloween party.
Dude, if I'm being honest, I arrived at that party blackout drunk.
You arrived with me, so that means you blacked out in my basement.
You're damn right I did.
All right.
You have to remember, that's my
Well,
morning. I was on third shift. That was my morning. For me to be drinking that hardcore that early without eating anything, because, yeah, I remember in the early morning, I had cockroaches in my apartment. I sure as shit when waking up and fucking pouring a bowl of cereal. Like, I woke up and was drinking beer. Like,
I want to say it was like 8 at night.
and that's my morning as a
All
third
right.
shifter.
Alright. But okay. He was pretty much in the same scenario that I just exited with the girl that was dressed up as Mothman at that party. Um,
I remember that one actually. Sorry.
yeah. And he did stepdadding very different. So you technically can do whatever you want when it comes to stepchildren.
Well, yeah, my own mother taught me
You can
that.
be as involved as you want to be, is what I should properly say. So, what if she gives you free range? You can be as involved as you want to be with this child. And let's just add on that she is going to tell the real dad that he is a dad, but she wants no part of his involvement.
That's yeah, like don't call me your dad if you want nothing to do with me. I mean, like
It
my own
seems like you're
nephew.
leaving out for the child.
You're yeah okay. Actually, you're not wrong there. That is a little almost dirty
With
sounding.
that statement, that didn't
Now that
seem
you're
like
saying,
directed at her
I didn't hear
because
it
she
fully
she
until you just
has her
said
own
that,
dad.
and after you said that, it was kind of like the bell just like rang in there, and it was like, oh, ow, oh,
I don't know what that face is supposed to mean.
disgust. But I
I
did
mean, yeah,
actually.
it's a terrible situation. Yeah, you started this relationship, you're 2 months in, you thought everything was going great, but now you figure out she's pregnant with the ex, and she's been pregnant the entire time. She was pregnant before you met her, like essentially. It's been 2 months, so yeah, of course you guys have done the deed, you know. And now she unpiles all of it. It's a very much awkward situation, you know.
Awkward. More like I'm out.
So even with all that, you're still
I'm out.
bailing out.
If it's not my
Now,
kid, I'm out. I'm sorry, but I have to, okay. I shouldn't say that. I would actually have to like really, truly have some kind of real draw to a woman to get with her while she is pregnant with another man's child. Because that is to me, it's like I just don't
you're not gonna
feel
notice.
what
1 month pregnant, you ain't gonna notice.
I just it, I don't know. At the same time, I don't want to get with somebody that has children. I'm sorry, like to say that, but like I would like to actually have like, if I were to have a child, I would like for my child to be like mine and that woman's first child together. And I don't know if that sounds horrible or selfish at all, but I really would like that. That's like kind of like my ultimate dream. Like, because I'm at the point of
Understandable.
I don't know if I want kids, and so it's like where it is. It's like if I met a woman that didn't know if she wanted to have kids, and we got together, and we did the dirty, we did the deed, we did the birds and the bees, and it came around that she was pregnant, and she said she wanted to keep it, and I loved her absolutely, and I feel like that could be like an absolutely like beautiful thing. I mean, like my firstborn, my child would come into this world truly wanted, truly, I mean, like made. But I guess it's because of how I was raised. My mom and
Well,
dad
that's
were
not
just a
the
fucking travesty.
situation.
Sorry, what?
There's just happen to be, I mean, that's not off the table in this situation. There just happens to be a unexpected
But that's what I'm saying
Ex love
is
child
the
in
firstborn.
the mix.
The firstborn. I would like to be mine.
Oh, you're holding that right.
I mean, you can say I'm holding that
I
right,
mean,
but at the same
I mean,
time, I have not birthed any, or I'm not birthed. Obviously, I have a dick, but
we're in
I
the same
haven't.
situation. We got no kids neither, but it would still be my firstborn. It's not her firstborn, but it's still my firstborn. I feel like that's the only thing that matters. It's
But I
fucking
feel like
mine.
that'll be the magic of it, experiencing that together. Both first, both of ours firstborn together. You know what I mean? Like, that would be more magical. I feel like, or more. Honestly, it's that. It'd be more magical feeling.
I feel like
More.
this is where we're going to take separate paths because I know I am
We're always going
narcissistic at
to.
it. So I'm like, even if it is a shared experience, I'm only going to be thinking about me. I'm like, man, the parts of this of me is great. The parts of you, they're all right. But the parts of me, wonderful. Couldn't done better, man.
I don't know. Like with how I grew up,
That's
and
a Tom Segura joke. I should give blame. I hate him now, but that is technically a Tom Segura joke. So
I don't know. I'll be honest, and I'm not even joking with this. This is the realest thing that I could ever say. With how I grew up and just how it was, I never want to have stepchildren to try to have my wife compared to my own son because I've seen the difference in my own personal life of how the the two children in this house are treated compared to me. I mean, and it's just that I never want to have
echoes.
to argue for the happiness of my son compared to the happiness of my wife. Because if my wife loves my son, then it would be her son. You know what I mean?
I feel that echoes back to our earlier conversations that not all families are the same. Not all family dynamics are set up the same
Yeah,
because I'm going to shorten the name here. I'm shortening both names, but you should get it because I used to
I
work right
know.
beside her. So I asked M go because she is
Yep.
technically in that situation. She has a biological kid with the guy that she's with, but that she's with had a kid before her. So she has adopted and biological in the household. And I asked that, and she's like, no, I do my best and I do accept when I get called out if I am treating them slightly different. I do my best to correct.
That's where I have to actually like respect my dad because I remember I sent you this weekend that argument thing or last
Yeah.
weekend or whatever. When I sent you the money thing, I should say.
Yeah, I remember now.
I actually had to go outside and like really tell my dad like because he got into an argument with Becky that night. He did. It was the first time I ever actually heard him yell at her and walk out of the house because he was defending me with the aspect of it's like, how dare you try to, basically call my son this and that and this and that when you've treated him so differently. You've charged him more money to live here. You've, I mean, all these different things. And yet you sit here and act like your children are better. Is basically what he did from what I could hear. And it made them get in this argument where he walked outside and I had to open up the glass door, go out, and I put my arms around him and was like, like, Dad, I'm a grown man. You stop risking your happiness for me. Like, just sit there and fucking take it. Whatever she wants to say about me, man, she can fucking say it. It bounces off me like nothing. I mean, it's just that because when I look at how her latest two children are, they're gonna fucking fail. They're gonna plummet when it comes down to a serious thing hitting them. Whereas I was put into serious situations from the earliest memory that I can remember. All right, we hit a
But
dark turn. Let's flip this podcast around, Smitty.
I'm saying every family dynamic's different. But if you would ask me this hypothetical situation, um, depending on how much I see a future with this woman, I'm gonna stay. But regardless, I'm probably gonna stay anyway, just to ride out the last couple months of comfortability and pussy grinding. And then earlier in the podcast, you never asked me how my week was. So I'm gonna say I got the final touches on my prototype done, and I'm super psyched because this Sunday I get to try it out. It's gonna be a good one. I think this is gonna be the final revision, and then this one's done, and then I can really grind on my Illustrator to get the freaking artwork done, so we can actually have a full-fledged product.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
No, it really is. That's awesome. I mean,
yeah, it is. It was a few lines in the rule book, and then like 3 or 4 components, and then additional. I got the 3 and 4 player components done for the prototype too, because what's in the prototype is not going to be in the final production. But I had to figure out a way to get 3 to 4 players in this, and I got that done too. So I'm hopefully going to be able to try that out this Sunday as well.
damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Um,
2 different board sizes. It's going to be a lot. I'm going to try to hold people as long as I can. I'm going to be like, stay. You're not going nowhere. You're playing my game.
and you know what, man? As long as you remember that the tongue lashing of the serpent can only be cleansed by the storm of the sea, everything will be okay.
I don't want it to be okay. I want it to be great.
Well, then make sure the tongue lashing is accepted by the storm of the sea, and it might be great too. I don't know. I'm not a fucking prophecy. I just get told things, okay?
I mean,
Like my
yeah.
brain makes up these crazy things, okay? Like I mean, if I did a backflip, I already said that one, didn't I? That one already came to my mind earlier. You see, that's where it is. My mind is so far. It's so expansive.
I come from a long line of Italian leather.
I come from a long line of German wood.
For this podcast, I had to take 2 limitless pills to limit myself.
I mean, for this podcast, I had to limit myself to 18 beers just to speak.
Um,
Let's do. Hang
yeah,
on. No, let's do. Let's do a new
the
segment,
next
Smitty.
one that's coming to my mind
All
don't
right.
really like flow conversational wise, but I'm going to say it anyway because they needed a self soldier. So I burnt my fingertips on the hibachi hot plate at the freaking Japanese grill. They will not find me.
Man, I got tinnitus in my nostrils and I'm hearing colors, but I think that chick from Taco Bell is not gonna call me back.
Police are on me about an ounce of weed, acting like I didn't kill an Applebee's hostess 2 miles up the road. Fuck with me. They forgot I'm him.
Man, I sold my soul to a whiskey witch under the fucking Waffle House sign on the full eclipse, and I ain't looked back since.
Repeated. You did that last podcast.
You're damn right I did, but I didn't have to read it.
I gave that pussy a raspberry.
See, he's just doing Dracula flow. I've sat here with my
I'm
foot up this
doing it the
motherfucker's ass so far that my fucking shoes have tasted asshole and his mouth's tasting shoelace for about 2 damn months.
Ah, fuck.
Look
What
at my
is it?
hair. Do I look normal?
Better shut the fuck up before I kick your ass in these ugly ass Rick Owens shoes.
You better shut the fuck up before I stick my dick in your mouth. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I knew the perk was fake and I ate it anyway because I'm a goblin.
You know what? The Mad Hatter without a fucking hat is no longer mad, Smitty. And my hat is gone!
So you're happy?
Yeah, a little bit, mostly.
Little happy bitch. Look at you smiling, giggling, being all jolly,
You said
swigging your
giggling?
little
Who the fuck says giggling? What the hell is a giggling? Is that a new fucking term for
because
your
you're
stupid ass
Irish
fairy
with that
ass
red.
flying around this damn field?
You got red hair and you're green. You're looking very Irish, looking
Bitch,
like a
is this red?
leprechaun.
Look at this podcast. This is brown. This is red.
And uh, ginger,
Yeah, look at that Mexican on my left.
ginger. So
This little Mexican Indian. We call him
he has no
Mahindian.
soul. Look at his soulless eyes, just
Look at
gazing
my
back.
Mahindian. Look at my Mahindian.
He has to hide him behind those goggles, but it really doesn't distract from the fact that he has the glaze of a
I put him
soulless
on so
ginger.
that I hide the fact that I am Hitler's pure race.
Yeah. He tries to hide the fact that he's named after a blue eyes white dragon card, but he's really just a
Which
ginger.
is one of the most superior cards, by the way. So you're being like, oh yeah, he's named after that. Ugh. Like, bitch, if I was the blue eyes white dragon, which blue eyes, white, and I love fire, so I was actually born in a month that has the element of fire as its symbol or whatever. So I am the blue-eyed white dragon, bitch. Bring it on. What are you, the fucking stupid ass short dwarf-eared bitch?
I'm just finally glad that you're in full acceptance that I've always called out that you are an ace.
Dude,
I
yeah, I
love
killed
it so
more than
much.
3 fucking pilots.
You
They ain't
are an
gonna find the
ace.
bodies either.
Um, coming out.
You see, Smitty doesn't want to come out with the fact that he has done a lot of very, very bad things to a lot
Like what?
of farm animals.
Oh, like you're
He
gonna have
fucked a
like.
he fucked a sheep.
I mean, that was NH. Wait, just right height, no bucket required. So that is
No, that's
okay.
FFA. You were in FFA and you fucked a sheep.
No, it's just right height, no bucket required. Those are the animals you want to fuck.
See,
So,
he fucked a sheep. He did it.
no, I was too young to be in any of those country activities. They treated me weird, so I didn't get past like the introductory meeting.
Oh, you never got to play fucking Soggy Biscuit?
Nope.
Oh, dude, it was so great. You'd all stand in a circle, right? And you'd put a biscuit on the floor. And you'd all be pantsless and hard as shit because everybody else is around you and they're hard. So, like, obviously, since all the other dudes are hard, you're hard. And you'd all jerk off. And
Sure.
whoever
Yeah.
came last on the biscuit had to eat the biscuit. And I'm telling you, I held off so many times and edged myself just so I could eat that biscuit. I mean, what?
Old childhood memories, huh?
It's all a joke! It's all a joke!
Boy, out there in the middle of the sticks, freaking yeehaw, country chicken fried.
It's all a joke!
Yep. Uh-huh.
You called me the wild card, Smitty. This is what you asked for.
That's how you get a wild card right there. For growing up experiencing shit like that.
My dad actually told me that joke, just to be honest. And so I was the
Oh,
first one to be like, Dad, did you learn
so
that from
this is a
experience?
generational thing. This is a generational thing. You guys pass this on, tradition to tradition.
My dad came first on the
Just
biscuit.
like the puke bucket. Your grandfather puked in the same
You
puke cock plum bucket
completely
that you
did not
guys eat
hear that,
today.
did you? I said my dad came first on the biscuit, and he was like, "Yeah, I can be talking."
I mean, I guess that's the same way you thought you had to go to the bathroom, huh?
No, that was my grandma. When I walked up the stairs on Elm Street and was like, "Oh, so that's how you do it." All right. And then
My dad
finally,
took me into the bathroom and said nothing the entire time. He was just
no,
like,
it
"Hey,
was
focus."
actually, I
But he
went,
wouldn't say that. He would just slap.
well, no, what it was actually was I went with my dad to a place that he would spar at all the time. And there was a stall actually that didn't have a fucking door on it or whatever. And it sounds actually really fucked up to say. But I looked over as a little kid, and the second I looked over, I noticed that this guy was like this. And I was like, in my brain, as soon as I saw him doing that, I was like, that makes sense. Holy
Better
shit.
question is, what age were you when you first seen a trough?
A trough.
First
Um,
one. How old?
11. 11.
You got lucky.
I saw a trough when I was
I was
11 because I
probably
did
good.
goats at the Hylers.
I was probably good anywhere from like 6 to 8.
You act like you worked on a farm. You fucking wannabe
No, I
slave.
went to a whole bunch of crazy middle of nowhere car auctions
And he lived in the middle of
because my
nowhere. Sorry, what?
because my dad bought and sold and flipped cars. He was a car flipper.
Dude, he can flip a car?
Yeah, he could. Like so quick with like a knock in it and like busted out windows, couple of bullet holes. He's like, yeah, I put a new brake pads on it and we changed out the starter.
That's
6,000.
badass, dude. I've never met a dude that crazy. Like, actually, I don't think I've ever, like, from what you've told me about your dad, actually, I may have never met a dude that crazy. Like, being real. Like,
He was very unique. He was a character.
by the way, actually, I still do have your dad's record over here, the Nirvana record. Still in safekeeping.
Yeah. When you finally come down to visit me, you're gonna have to bring that
I
because
will.
I'm finally stable enough to own it again.
I will. I've not even played it since you given it to me. I don't even want to try to play it because I'm terrified of having the record go across it and then my drunk ass being like, "Oh, let's skip a song," and then scratching half the record or something like that. Like, and then being like, "Smitty, I have no idea how it happened."
I
Like,
don't
I'm
know
real.
why
Like,
my dad owned that record. It was just one of the things in his record collection when I got to go through it. I'm like, why the fuck did he have this? I'm taking this.
this actually leads to it. We talked about the best album ever made. Did we already? This podcast?
No.
We didn't. And
If that
this
was your
is
topic after bathroom, we haven't got to your topic after
ah,
bathroom.
that's what it was. So, in your opinion, then, what is like one of the best albums? And it can be like from earlier growing up, and it can even be like a couple of different genres because that's where I'm at. I can't name a favorite album without having different genres. I feel like.
All I listen to is albums, so this is a perfect question for me. And to me, what makes a perfect album is when you don't have to hit the skip button.
Oh yeah,
It's
hundred
the
percent.
only it's the only qualification. As long as I can put the motherfucker on and then an hour, hour and a half, possibly two can pass and I don't have to touch a single fucking thing. Amazing.
I want to add to that. I want to
um,
say, hang on, let me add to that real quick. I want to add to that and say, I'll be surprised that the hour has passed.
I mean, by now I listened to all the albums so many times. I pretty much know where we're at in time. So
But I get that. But like for me, it's like especially when you first listen to it. I feel like you always remember the first time you listen to a record or like a certain record that you really love.
I mean, if I'm going most recent, it would be the Callous Cowboys recent album. I don't want to see you in heaven. That one's a banger from start to finish. But that one's
Yeah.
the most recent because that one got released this year, and I'm also it's coming from a deep bias because I am a big Callous Cowboys fan. But if I was to introduce anybody to the Callous Cowboys, I would start them there.
I mean that makes sense. Um, for me, I love the
Gotta go most
band.
recent because I
Sorry,
went most recent. You
I'm
gotta go most
sorry.
recent.
Go ahead with yours.
Just
I'm gonna look
remind
over
me.
here at my actual records though to see which ones might inspire me. But I'm listening. I swear.
If I would have to go like timeless, um, I'm just pretty much recapping my freaking YouTube's recap at this point. Law Dispute, at the bottom of the river in between Vegas and Altera, is a banger album all the way through. You don't have to hit the skip button. I still highly recommend that one for you just to understand the art of harsh vocals, if you will.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm good.
Um, I think you would
I was just
really
saying that to screw with you.
like it. And then for my personal taste, something deep from my cesspool of existence. Um, I just want to say I'm saying the name of the album right. It will be uh pretty much a noise metal band. Um, oh, um, called Psyopus, and they got an album. I want to say it's called All Senses. Yeah, Psyopus.
Smitty, you're killing me because I have mine just so lined up.
This is the last one. I'm just making sure I say the name of the album right.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, Psyopus Odd Senses. Um, but I highly doubt anybody would like that other than, me.
So for me, if you're really into a new age rock and roll that sounds like the old age, I highly recommend. Um, it's not my number one. It'd be my number like 3 or 4. It would be oh, Battle at the Garden's Gate from Greta Van Fleet. And then honestly, the other 2 records before that are just amazing as well. From the Fires is another one of my most favorite records ever. But if you're down to a rap record, it would be The Chronic from Dr. Dre, or like an album or whatever. But I think my number one top album that I would ever listen to over and over and over again, and this is actually, I know it's going to make Smitty laugh, and I feel like you should expect this, Smitty. Motley Crue's Greatest Hits. I love Motley Crue. There's just something about it. And Smitty hates me because I love Motley Crue.
No. You hate me for my list. I hate you for your list in another way. You hate me for my list for how pretentious and out there and just what the fuck it is, as I hate yours because it is so popular and a not a channel marker, meaning like it helps you like lead out to sea,
Your mic
which
keeps
is where
going in and out.
I'm way out to sea. So I think it's more like that shit. I am very much I'm not talking smoothly. I'm very much chopping my sentence up here, so that's probably where you're getting that at. I'm not I'm not I'm not
You'll
I'm
hear it
not
in the
being very
video.
liberal with my sentence. I'm not here like but yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. I'm like, oh, I know like the same answer. That's where I'm at with it. And you're asleep with my answers.
I was listening. I was just screwing with you.
Yeah, I know. That's that's
I
where
was
we're
trying to
at
catch my breath,
with our
Smitty. Okay.
answers. You hate me for mine because they're so out there and weird, and I hate yours for not being so out there and weird. You know?
Okay. You know what? Smitty can say what he wants, but I actually, we might have to, Smitty. That should be it, Smitty. That song that you made up, the one that you sent me. We should make that a little part of that, whatever, like your bass part, whatever you did, as the intro music to our podcast.
What? What?
Remember, you remember that song that you sent me that you worked on with a friend with the guitar and the you guys made up the drums or whatever, and like I was like, this is one of those badass fucking like lyric or not lyrical, but fucking it was a good song. But we won't spend much time on that. We don't have much time left. I got one more topic here. No wait, we're at the end, Spitty. We're at the end. It's 1:31.
All right. Well, thank you once again for joining us in Studio Bump Diggity. I've been your host, Schmitty Smitzilla. That's been your other host, D Twisted. Um, we out. Join us next week. Like and subscribe. Point at camera.
Like, subscribe, do everything you can. Spread it to your friends. Spread it to your mom. Spread it like fucking herpes for all we give a shit, man. Just tell
You can only
everything.
help us get a million views on here by liking and sharing. So help us get a million views by liking and sharing. This is how you get a million views on YouTube.
We will be back on Wednesday night, whether it's Christmas Eve or not. It is, by the way, Smitty. Love y'all.
Touch my finger. Touch my finger.
I'll touch your
Touch my
finger
finger.
with my finger if you want to touch my finger
Touch
to
my
your finger.
finger.
Mm.